This Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Stefan Struve, as Joe mentioned, 30 years old. Andrei Arlovski, 39. 6'11" and 1/2 inches, folks. And how about the reach? A 7.5-inch advantage with the skyscraper. All right, now for the introductions, we go back inside to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 26 wins, 15 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 247 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, by way of Minsk, Belarus, presenting the former UFC heavyweight champion, Andrei the Pitbull Arlovski. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 32 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 11 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 266 pounds. Fighting out of Beverwijk, the Netherlands, presenting the number 10 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, Stefan Skyscraper Struve. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean in there for the heavyweights. The beautiful Ashley is with us tonight on pay-per-view. Glad you are too. Struve at one point wanted to be the first fighter to 50 UFC appearances. He better slow Jeremy Stevens down soon. Tonight's Fight Clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Arlovski said of his last win against Junior Baby Albini, I stuck to the game plan for the first time since 2015. So that's been a big focus, strategy for Arlovski coming in.
Boy, sometimes you forget how big Struve is until you see him standing, towering over Arlovski.
Arlovski is a big man, and Stefan Struve makes him look tiny. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
That's the first one, and he landed it solid. If he lands it like that, with no weight on that leg, it won't take many. I've noticed that on that low calf kick, when the leg's up and there's no weight on it, it actually hurts more than whenever you're flat-footed, which is crazy.
That kick just hurts.
It hurts bad. Even with shin guards in practice, it hurts bad.
Yeah, it's a weird kick because it's debilitating. Like your leg stops working right. Oh.
DC, what's the biggest challenge fighting a guy? I mean, you fought a lot of guys taller than you. John Jones has a similar reach to Struve. What's the biggest challenge?
Getting inside, especially if a guy's kicking, right? Struve's kicking. If a guy's just punching, it's not as big an issue. But it's when a guy's kicking is when you have the problems. Kicking and timing knees when you're fighting a taller guy. That's going to be the problem for Andrei Arlovski.
Inside leg kick continues to be there.
He's looking pretty smooth. Nice overhand right. Beautiful timing. Just when you count Arlovski out of the game. Good shot to the body by Arlovski with the clinch.
He can go trip here to get this takedown. Nice takedown by Arlovski. In the half guard.
Arlovski working right in front of his corner here. Mike Brown, his new chief corner over the last several fights.
Okay, back out of there, back out, cut him loose. Make him stand up, make him stand up. Be good.
Very smart by the corner, Andrei Arlovski, recognizing the submission threat of Stefan Struve. Because he's so long, things that may not work normally will work because of the length that Stefan Struve possesses.
Mike Brown calling for a right hand here over the top.
And he's looking for it. Arlovski looks very smooth here tonight.
Yep.
He looks like he's got good timing. And again, here's the thing, the enthusiasm never waned.
Yes.
Arlovski is not an older fighter who's just kind of in it for a paycheck. He still loves fighting, and he still feels like he could be relevant.
Oh, he still has legitimate championship aspirations. He's not skipping training sessions, you know. His coaches rave about it.
Look at the redness on the inside leg of Struve already from a few of those kicks. He's loading up that right hand. Arlovski's got to be careful. He's loading up that right hand.
careful, not let Struve have wrist control.
Yes.
All right, let's listen in to the corner of Andrei Arlovski.
All right, nice. Minute and 30. Maybe throw by. Work. Throw by. Yeah, kick the leg. Hey, Struve on punch. Circle.
Just over a minute to go here. One knock on Struve has been his inability to effectively incorporate a jab consistently into his arsenal.
He's such a big guy that if he just fought behind the jab, it would be like Lennox Lewis. When Lennox Lewis and the Klitschko brothers were the heavyweight champs of the world, they just fought behind the jab, and eventually they would let the right hand fly, and they were finishing fight after fight after fight. But Struve does not realize that he's 7 foot tall. He needs to fight behind that jab.
Right elbow tight, Steph. Be careful with the elbow. Use the cage, use that cage, use the cage. Use the cage. Relax, relax.
Back to the clinch here, 30 seconds to go in the round. Pretty strong start for the pitbull Andrei Arlovski, who has outlanded Stefan Struve early.
Not just outlanded him, but he looks great in the clinch.
Yep.
I mean, he's doing all the right things. I'm really impressed with how he looks.
Yeah, he's fighting nice, clean fights at this point.
And I think this change over to American top team has only helped him. Get a little stagnant, mix it up. Look at that. Beautiful.
5 minutes down between Stefan Struve and Andrei Arlovski.
Right here, you see Andrei Arlovski landing that beautiful inside leg kick, outside low calf kick, buckle Struve, and then right here when they get to the clinch, look at this trip. Left leg step over, throw the underhook, knock him right on his back, do a little top control, and then let him back to his feet.
Overhand, feint it. Over
Oblique aqui e suba no ponto. That'll free.
Let's go, boys. Guns up.
Saturday, March 17th, we return to the UK for the first UFC Fight Pass exclusive of the year. Top heavyweight contenders Fabricio Verdum and Alexander Volkov face off in the main event. Also the rematch between Jimmy Manuwa and Jan Blachowicz. Saturday, March 17th, it is all yours on Fight Pass. Main card begins at 5 p.m. Eastern.
All right, let's see what, if anything, Stefan Struve decides to switch. What adjustments is he going to make? Because in my mind, that was a clear first round for Andrei Arlovski.
Andrei Arlovski had 3 takedowns in his previous 24 UFC fights. He has secured 3 already tonight.
That's so crazy. That's crazy.
You guys in these stats actually kill me, man. Like, I'm like, where do they find these? Good job, Johnny.
Well, when you ask Arlovski about his goals and you mention the Hall of Fame, he's like, no, UFC championship. And you start to see with these changes that he's made.
He's serious.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Yeah, he's serious. And from what you see tonight, this was his first fight in the octagon. We hadn't seen him before.
Right.
And he was 30. You would go, hey, this is a contender.
Yeah.
He landed a real nice foot sweep at the end of the first round. Let's see if he goes back to it right now.
Work. I'm pretty convinced that people from Belarus, people from Russia, like Arlovski, they're not regular.
No, not at all.
This is a different kind of person.
I learned that a long time ago in wrestling.
Yeah, they don't eat
Look at
Doritos.
Struve, though. Look at the sweep. Look at the sweep by Struve.
Struve goes to that under
He's got that leg.
position.
He's got that leg. Arlovski's right leg is in jeopardy here.
Yes, it's in way too deep.
It's in very deep, and he's attacking the ankle now, and Struve is adjusting. One thing that's helping Arlovski is he's got a background in Sambo, but man, he is locked up here. He's locked up in a terrible way.
And doesn't have that escape, right? He's got to find an exit route.
Well, his foot's free. His foot's free.
Yep,
He's got to figure out a way to get out. Push that leg.
Push away. Yep, he's got to kick and push
away. He's almost out. He's almost out. He's got to adjust.
Oh, good
he's got to
job
adjust.
by Struve sweeping.
Yeah, but Struve's giving him way too much space.
Now Struve's on top, though. This is where he wanted to be. That whole process, Joe, from going to the clinch to falling on his back, then going to the leg lock, Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Well, I like how he's reaching under and grabbing a hold of that wrist. He's got 2-on-1 on Andrei's right arm.
This is real bad for Arlovski. Oh, nice explosion. Yeah.
Beautiful job.
Arlovski's got to fight the hands. He's got to fight the hands, split the hands of Struve, and start to turn back to his right. He grabbed the fence.
Top of it, yep, got away with it.
A little bit.
He's done that to me a few times when he used to train with us.
And the soft warning comes from Herb Dean.
That's some no-nonsense Herb Dean action right there.
You know, I kind of don't like that, man. If you're going to grab the fence and cheat, you should get penalized
Well,
right away.
I have strong feelings.
I agree. Oh, look at this. Struve went for it. Yes, I think 1 point.
Yeah,
grab the fence, 1 point.
That's cheating.
Poke an eye, 1 point.
Yeah, you can't
Low
grab
kick
the fence.
that goes to the groin, 1 point.
That's illegal. There are rules for a reason.
It would change everything if that just happened.
Guys would stop cheating.
They would stop 100%. They wouldn't even think about it. Because it would be so devastating for the sport. Especially eye pokes. That one, I feel like you don't recover from. You know, depending upon the eye poke, of course, but you have the most potential for not recovering.
Yes.
Groin strike second. But all of them, 1 point.
Well, one fence grab, preventing Struve from getting potentially a dominant position, changed the whole complexion of the round.
Yeah, and if you overly penalize them like that with 1 point, people would just stop doing it.
Yes. Oh, nice knee pick by Arlovski.
Beautifully.
And now some damage. This is a very close round.
One minute here to go, round 2 of a possible 3.
Andrei with the double underhooks here. Let's see if he decides to try to drag it to the ground.
Yep, just take an angle, lift one of those underhooks and get to the corner.
All right, he's gonna get separated.
Come on.
So another referee separation here, 40 seconds to go in the round. Arlovski upset about something, a poke to the eye.
Eye poke, just like we said, 1 point. Man. Let's take a look at it here.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, that second one, right in
Do you
there.
need a second to clear the vision, or you need the doctor to take a look at it? Okay.
Arlovski yells at the referee.
Yeah.
This is a hard warning. It's a hard warning. Another finger to the eye, I'm gonna have to take points, okay? Hard warning.
Did he grab the fence while I was no?
I'm glad Struve said that.
Yeah.
I'm glad Stefan voiced that complaint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the softest of warnings for potentially preventing a takedown, and a firm one for the eye poke.
The eye poke, though, really,
I
mean, it can change everything.
I gotta
I mean, a takedown, grabbing a fence can change everything too, but not in your ability.
I gotta say something, boys. Herb Dean's voice didn't change from soft warning to hard warning, so I don't really know the difference.
What is a soft warning?
Yeah,
versus
what
a hard
is a soft warning?
Waning seconds of this second round. What was that, champ?
I have no idea.
He slipped. He's trying to do that step over low kick where you throw your body weight into it.
But he's he's a giant, 7 foot tall. Guys are giants.
Yeah.
You know, and he's in there fighting. Just the athleticism that he shows is unbelievable. Most guys his height and weight would not be able to do all that he does, you know. But so him falling over himself occasionally is not a big deal.
But if he was in the NBA, I mean, those guys are the same height and weight. They move pretty damn good.
Not the big ones like that.
It's probably 1-1, right?
Сделай первый раунд и пробивай фейк по воздуху, левую ставь, по воздуху правую ставь. Бойко по воздуху левая, бойко по воздуху правая. Первый раунд, повтори просто первый раунд, и все, и твой бой.
Let's go back to that calf kick, right? Hey, sometimes, no more clinch. Sometimes straight punch or over the top. Straight. Let's win.
UFC 222, Cyborg versus Kunitskaya is presented by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Third and final here, Stefan Struve and Andrei Arlovski. You heard Mike Brown talk about that calf kick.
And we could be looking at 1-1 here.
Yes.
Nice leg kick.
Nice return kick by Struve.
And Struve showing a little bit more of that at the end of the second. Arlovski with a good combination there.
And that lands because Struve goes straight back. He needs to cut an angle when he's avoiding. When he's avoiding the blitz of Arlovski, he needs to cut an angle.
That's a heavy leg kick.
Yes. Oh, nice right hand by Struve. Yes. Remember when people said Arlovski didn't have a chin? I mean, if he didn't have a chin, he wasn't taking that right hand right there by Struve.
I remember Tim Sylvia said it to me after the second fight they had. He goes, I don't know how he did it, but he fixed his chin.
He was there.
Yeah.
That was fine. He was up.
Well, and Arlovski has done in this second UFC stint what not a lot of people thought he could do. Came back, promptly reeled off 4 straight. Brendan Schaub, Bigfoot Silva, Travis Brown, Frank Mir. Turned pro all the way back in 1999.
I mean, a lot of people wrote him off in Strikeforce when he got stopped by Sergey Kharitonov. They're like, that's it, it's over.
He took a couple real nasty knockouts in Strikeforce, so people thought it was over.
Yeah.
He just reshifted the focus once again, as we said, you know, always looking for ways to improve, and he's improved as he's gotten longer into his career.
The Brett Rogers fight was another one.
Yep.
Crazy how resilient he is.
Yes. And right now he's in the 3rd round with Stefan Struve in a very close fight.
Just over 3 minutes to decide this one. Nice little shovel.
I would be terrified to go to the judges tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
it seems like there's something in the air.
I believe we have already tied the record for most split decisions in a single UFC
Joe,
fight.
you love to throw me alley-oops.
Well,
I just want me to try to dunk it home, huh? I know you're trying to set me up.
Some of them just don't seem normal.
Yeah.
They're just like, what?
You're trying to set me up. You can make that woman. You can make that woman come after me, man. You throw me softball.
Let's work. You need to work. If you want the position, let's work.
I like what Herb's doing.
Yeah.
Now this is a situation where these guys are not moving. Oh, look at this.
Back to the foot sweep.
The takedown.
Takes his back.
Stop.
What happened? Eye poke?
He poked him though.
Oh, good Lord. Well,
I saw it was when you flicked up. You didn't poke. It was just to flick up like that. Yeah,
let's take a look at it if we can see it. Here we go. Well, the second part at the end, a little bit of a rake.
Huh?
I'm seeing stars, you know what I mean?
Oh, does that mean you need medical attention? Or do you need a second?
I'm just like
Hold on. Yeah, I'll give you a second. I can bring in the doctor. Huh? Yeah.
So Struve complaining about his vision, but not wanting the ringside physician to come in.
You just got to be very careful with what you say in these situations.
It's like I got white in front of my left eye.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the doctor.
You see, like, you know, he said that he was a little blurry, and now he says he's got white in front of his eye, so that he's gonna bring the physician in.
Let me ask you
to the physician.
What should he do? Do you think that if he sees white, he should just ignore it and try to keep going and win?
But you saw, like, the poke was kind of a little bit of a rake down instead of a straight poke, right?
Right.
So now when the physician comes in here, Stefan says it to the physician. Now the decision is in the physician's hands. He stops his fight.
Right.
You know? Let's take one more look at it. Yeah. See, it scratched his eye. Yeah, it definitely poked his eye.
Yeah, he's justified if he can't see. I'm just saying you got to be so careful.
I guess he's ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready. Let's fight.
All right, we'll see the extent to which that affects Stefan Struve over the final 2+ minutes.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that.
I like that switch. Very nice.
Nice by Stefan Struve. I mean, but once again, like another foul, you know, like. And Andrei Arlovski is just being more active at this point than Stefan Struve. But, I mean, this fight.
Oh, big right hand over the top.
Big right hand. This fight's once again very close.
Arlovski has landed twice as many significant strikes, but Struve having some moments here late, especially when it comes to his kicking game.
Heavy leg kick. And that's from a heavy man,
yes.
266 pounds. Looks for the trip, does not get it. He still has double underhooks.
Yep. He can actually take that lock across the body and step in front with his right leg and just start to twist. If he does this, he may secure a takedown.
Oh, he gets it. Arlovski. Beautiful timing.
Fifth of the fight on 9 attempts for Arlovski, less than a minute now to go.
And again, what you said earlier about his previous fights and how many takedowns he got,
crazy.
It's pretty extraordinary.
Probably got about five or six of them right now.
And clearly was part of the game plan that largely he has stuck to tonight.
So more takedowns in this fight than his entire career.
Yes.
Wow.
Don't hit the spine. It's work.
And I think it just speaks to the coachability and evolution of Arlovski at this stage of his career.
Yes, and the fact that he's willing to keep learning, that he's not stagnant. Even though he's had this long career, 18 years in the UFC, and more overall in MMA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa. Struve's going for it.
He has to, right?
Yeah, he's got to think he's down at this point.
Yeah. But if you're the Team for America top team, you're happy with Andrei because he said he would not brawl, and he stayed the course, stayed with the game plan in this fight against Stefan.
He really did.
Yes.
And that's what he said he wanted to do in this fight. He said he wanted to stick to his game plan, and he did. And I think he most likely won the fight, but who knows with these judges?
So,
who knows?
Here's a look back at some of the action, boys.
And there's a nice low kick. That low calf kick, which has really added to his game recently. Here's a beautiful takedown by Arlovski. Big right hand over the top by Arlovski. And one more takedown here at the very end. Perfect timing there.
A lot of mutual respect between two guys with 45 UFC starts between them. And for Stefan Struve, sometimes you see him use that length, but again, I think a lot of guys would just kill for an 84.5-inch reach.
I mean, when you watch guys like Jones fight, right, and he fights with the length and the distance, you realize what a weapon that can be. And Struve just hasn't really come to terms with his physical gifts.
Right. He
has gifts that no one else has, and he doesn't really use them.
The great Joe Silva sitting somewhere in Virginia screaming at his TV for Struve to throw that jab. The official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS, who brings you closer than ever to the UFC on a fast nationwide 4G LTE network. All right, the scorecards have been tallied. Let's get it inside now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Andrei the Pitbull Arlovski.
I'm here with the winner, Andrei Arlovski. Andrei, what's impressive about this fight is not just the victory over a top guy like Stefan Struve, but the fact that you added new things to your game. You got more takedowns in this fight tonight than in your entire UFC career, and you look like you still love it, and you're still fighting like a world-class fighter.
You're absolutely right. I still have passion, I still have fire in my eyes, and like famous saying, you know, you can teach old dog new tricks. Definitely I learned something new, so I'm not at all. I'm ready to go.
I was talking to Mike Brown. He was telling me how coachable you are. I mean, this is a very, very impressive performance. You obviously have in your mind to make another run at the title.
100%, you're absolutely right. I want to be champion again, and one step at a time. Today I beat tough opponent. I'm ready to go.
2 victories in a row, and I can't wait to see what's next. Congratulations, sir. Andrei